What's good, Lifestyle Podcast? Welcome back to Challenge Your Boy Jared. Y'all, today we're going to be looking at another video from brother Jeremy Hill. And today, this is about black women. Well, not telling black women who we really are. Let's check this out. I forgot I had it on my damn. Let's check this out.
What I'm talking about, all that pillow talking. Man, a real alpha male, a real Mac daddy is not gonna do that, because there's a lot of bad negative things that can happen to a man if he decides to reveal too much of his business to a woman. So let me go ahead and get into this right quick. I want you to pay attention to this. I'm going to show you a woman who, when she had a man that was dealing with her, this man trusted her to the point that he told her his personal business. He was physically taken advantage of as a young man. You get where I'm going with this, right? And I want you to see, not only is she telling the world about it, but how she reacted to him after he decided to become vulnerable with a woman. You cannot be vulnerable with a woman. And I'm gonna get deeper in that in a minute. Hold on for a second. Let's get it.
I stopped talking to this boy after he told me he got SA. And it wasn't because he told me that he got SA that I stopped talking to him. It's what he did after he told me he got SA. So I had been talking to him for like a little bit. And this particular day, I had went over his house. He lives like downtown. So at the bottom of his like apartment, it's like a restaurant. So we was eating at the restaurant, and then his house is like on top. So we had been drinking at the restaurant or whatever, and not nothing crazy because it was the middle of the afternoon. And after that, I had went to go do my homework. So I had felt like we had known each other enough for me to start like asking certain questions. So two things I always ask people that like I feel like I'm starting to like is, what age did you lose your V, and what's the biggest age gap that you had relations with somebody in?
Now I want you to understand something. She asked a grown man what was his age when he lost his virginity. And then she wants to know, what was the oldest age of the person you slept with in your life? Now, don't you tell me that body count don't matter, lady, because all you women say body count don't matter, body count don't matter. And here it is, you got a woman right here asking a man about his body count. You hypocrites, it do matter. It matters to y'all as well. So stop trying to jump on men for wanting to know how many men you done been around, how many digglings you've been jumping on. Okay? Now, gentlemen, when a woman asks you about something as personal as that, don't you give her no answer. You tell her ain't none of her business, or you tell her what you need to tell her. I want you to always remember this when you talk to a woman. Think like this. How can I say it like this? Don't ever tell a woman something that you don't want the world to know.
I'm going to say this. This is why men don't become vulnerable with women. Because chicks like that automatically raise red flags for me. Because they never could keep their fucking mouth shut. They always run to TikTok. They always run to IG. They always run to YouTube. Telling the business of every guy they've been with. These women like this will have a man. They will tell everything. How broke he is, what he look like, how big his salami is, or how he fucking all that stuff. This type of woman that do that. And the bad part is, women like this think that they coochie is that good to the point where that a man will literally expose every little thing about him after she put that thing on him.
Don't ever tell a woman something that you don't want the world to know, because the women today have the accessibility to the world with the internet. Anything you tell a woman now and she gets mad at you, she'll blast you, okay? Social media, she'll blast you. She'll screenshot and put it on Facebook and blast you, okay? You cannot be vulnerable with today's modern day woman. If you are vulnerable with a modern day woman, boy, you are a fool, okay? Because these women are immature. These women cannot hold water. These women cannot keep your secrets. And if you give her a secret because you're pillow talking, stop pillow talking. Stop telling women all your plans, all your movements, all your ideas, how you felt throughout the day. Stop doing that, because they will only weaponize that against you. They're good to you while things are going good, and they are horrible to you when things get horrible. Y'all break up, then she gonna break that trust, and she gonna let everybody know about your ass. You get what I'm saying? Don't tell a woman something like that, okay? You get me? Do you get me? Now, if you have a bad day, you tell your homeboy, you tell your friends your problem. Never tell a woman your problem, okay? It's better to tell a homeboy. And you still gotta be careful who you tell, or air out your dirty laundry too. But you are much safer around men, around your peers who are productive like you, than you are around a woman because you got some juicy coochie. Don't tell her shit. Let's keep going.
Because I just be wanting to see like what people mental at with that type of stuff. So he had told me like he lost his V at 12. He basically answered two questions at once, because he told me he lost his V at 12. And then I looked at him crazy. He was like, but it ain't like that. Like the lady was like 24, 28, some crazy number like that. And so at that point I was like, some dudes, if they, have relations with somebody that much older than them, they be proud of it, they be happy. So I'm like, this and that, right? And so he was just basically like, yeah, but it don't really affect me. Like, I'm not scarred about it or nothing like that. He was like, if anything, the only thing I think is it made me more sexual. Like, I can't go days without it. I can't go weeks without it and stuff like that. So that was an automatic red flag. So I'm just looking like, okay. And that's somebody.
Notice. This woman is doing what men do. You women get mad because we judge you based upon your body count. This man revealed a secret to her, which was, it was talking about his body count, even though he was taken advantage of. And what did she do? She judged him. She found him to be unfit for her. The same thing that men say about women who sleep with a whole lot of men. We find you to be unfit for marriage, okay? So stop with the hypocrisy. You feel the same way that men feel.
Somebody that has been essay myself, it's like I'm the opposite. Like, it takes me a long time to even get on that level with somebody, because I don't want to make myself vulnerable to something like that happening again. So I don't really be like on that with people. I try not to let it make me like too closed off to where I don't trust nobody, but I don't be on that for real. So like I said,
now she says when she understands that when she learned of his body count, it made her feel as if she can't trust. She tries not to trust anyone with a certain body count. So, ain't that what they calling the pot calling the kettle black? Is that how it go? We feel the same way. If we know you slept with everybody, Pookie Ray Ray and Nook Nook ran trains on you, stuff like that, then we know we don't trust you either. We don't feel like we can trust you around men, okay? Stop telling women your personal business. This happens to be about a young man who was taken advantage of, and it's related to a body count. But there's other things you never tell a woman. You never tell a woman how you make your money, or you never tell a woman how much money you make. Don't never give her all the details about your personal business, man. Stop pillow talking to these hoes, man.
The part about never tell a woman how much money you make or what money you make, my boss told me that a couple weeks ago. I never understood what he meant by it. But now that I think about it, I'm looking like, then he explained it. Now that I know, he explained it to me. He said, whenever you tell a woman that you have, say for instance, you have $1,000, don't tell her you have $1,000, because she gonna monitor every little nickel and dime you spend. If you have $1,000, tell her you only got 100, and watch what you spend, because if you spend over that $100, she gonna be like, okay, how much money do you really got? She gonna start asking all these questions. That's what he told me. Now I never really realized it until he actually told me about it. Then I look back on some of my dating experiences when I had told the person I was with that what I had and all that stuff. And what do you know? When I thought about it, I told her what I made. She had spent every little damn nickel and dime that you had. So everything he said is true because my boss even told me that.
I don't be on that for real. So like I said, as soon as he said that, that was like a red flag to me. So probably about 30 minutes later, I'm doing my homework or whatever. And he got a couch, so like my iPad is on my thighs and I'm laying up on the couch. So he like, you wanna come in my room? So I'm like, no, I'm good. So then he started sitting next to me. Immediately when he started sitting next to me, I text my cousins, I'm like, call me in 10 minutes. They like, why? I'm like, cause I think he about to try something. So just call me in 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, my cousin called me. My cousin at work, so we talking, but we not really talking because he at work, but he's still trying to talk to me at the same time, so it don't seem weird. So then that's when the dude started getting closer and closer to me, and then he started trying to kiss my neck. When he started trying to kiss my neck, I was like, And he was like, what's wrong? I said, I'm not on that. Mind you, I'm on the phone with my cousin. He knows I'm on the phone with my cousin. Me and my cousin are talking enough. We're on FaceTime. We're not even on a regular call. So you know I'm on the phone with somebody. So after I said, he went to the bathroom. By the time he was out the bathroom, I was getting ready to go. He was like, you about to leave? I was like, yeah. And he was like, why? And I was just like, because I'm fucked up. And yeah, I ain't never talked to him again after that.
Now, I want you to know, she wasn't worried about him taking advantage of her. She just felt uncomfortable with the fact that he was taken advantage of by an older woman at that. Not a man, but a younger woman. And that turned her off. And she started making an escape from this man, okay? That's what that is. Stop telling women your personal business, man. If you run the game and you being a player, you never tell women the truth. I hate to tell you like that, but it's true. You tell them something that's confusing, you misdirect, but you never give them the complete truth if you're playing the game, okay? If you out there just trying to smash, you don't never tell women the truth. It's just what it is. I know you don't like it, but I'm telling you the truth. That's how you get more women, if you're doing that game, all right? But in my game, I don't lie because why I don't lie? I ain't contradicting myself because lying is for the simps, okay? For the players, you tell a woman what you want, and if she can get with it, she get with it. She don't, she get gone. You'll find yourself having more of a rotation if you tell the truth more about what your intentions are. If you are playing the game, the simp game, that's why I should have said that before. The simp game, a simp is going to lie. And that don't get it wrong. Those lies will get you a lot of coochie in the simp game. But when you're a player, you don't have to hide who you are, man. Okay? So simps lie to these women. The players and the max, we don't do that. When you lie to a woman and mislead a woman, that's dirty macking. I'm gonna tell you something else. Like the pimps say, it's always by choice and not by force. When you lie to a woman just to get those panties, you are, in a way, forcing her to submit to your desires through deception. When you yourself and you run that game just right and you speak just right after you have received indicators of interest instead of cold approach, don't cold approaching. But if a woman give you indicators of interest and you tell the truth, man, you'll get a lot of coochie. I'm just letting you know. But if you don't, if you cold approach and you got to rely on lying when you cold approach, I'm just letting you know. So yeah, but you never tell a woman the truth when you're simping. When you out there macking, you can tell her the truth. I should have said that first before I said the other part because it sounds like I'm contradicting myself. But I think y'all understand what I mean now since I've said this other part of that. But simps lie, all right? Pimps don't. It just is what it is, man. You don't have to lie to a woman, bro. You don't, to get what you want. Free game. But at the end of the day, I want you to know the moral of this story is this right here. Stop pillow talking to a broad. Stop revealing everything about you to a dame, man. Leave them boppers alone, man. You ain't got to tell them anything. You tell them what you want to tell them. I guess the best way.
You know what? You're not wrong. Like I said, when my boss explained it to me like he did, it didn't make sense at the time. But then he told me, like, yo, they will cause you to go broke. And when he told me that, I was like, oh, damn, now I see what he was talking about. And I realized it. Jeremy ain't lying. He telling you the truth. And a lot of these chicks, they will literally run your pockets. They will run your pockets so damn bad. Boy, they have you over that damn eating SpaghettiOs at night. But he's telling you the truth. But anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast, and support.com. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.